I agree with everything Penny said, and I'm not going to repeat anything she said, I hope. But I think the key tool you need is political analysis. I'm sorry, but the memes on the internet, our politics have got to go beyond memes on the internet, and that is going to sound judgmental, and I'm happy for that to sound judgmental. I'm being recorded, but yeah. But basically, I don't think it's elitist to say you need to understand where we've been and how that has impacted where we are now and where we can go. It's embarrassing, and as Penny touched on identity politics, if you look at the last 4 or 5 years, identity politics has ripped apart anti-racist organising, and I've regularly said that Penny and Racial Justice Network are probably one of the few groups in the UK doing any organising or movement building around this. And so I think political analysis is key. Our politics has got to go beyond memes on the internet, like I said, and also on action. Our action isn't sharing memes on the internet, and I think everyone can do something. I think everyone has something to give, and that's something that I think we need to remember and actually almost embed in our own thinking. And yes, I love the global solidarity. Not everyone can do it. I mentioned internationalism. Think global, act local. And the Black Lives Matter movement stops, taking everything word for word from the US, which we do really well in this country. It's exhausting and it's not getting us anywhere. Just a couple more relationships. You will need relationships, and not just boring transactional relationships that don't mean anything, but like solid relationships where you understand each other, understand each other's lives, are able to challenge each other. And I think a key thing that if you took away one thing from me, it would be that you get what you give. And I truly believe that we are so good at saying ask for support or time to talk, but we never say be the support and offer a list. If something goes wrong, we're so good at saying I'm sending you love and strength, but we never say, hey, I'm here if you want to talk or be distracted, or here are a couple of practical things that I might be able to offer you, if that's possible. And it doesn't necessarily have to be all the time, but it has to be some of the time. As I said earlier, embody the change. Everybody can do something. So I'm going to touch on, so after the general election last year on Friday the 13th, I was sitting in my living room with a couple of my friends who'd stayed over, and I immediately said, how about every third Saturday of every month next year, 2020, we bring together we invite a bunch of friends that we know to come together to just have a space and to make sure we're not being complacent, because it's so easy to be complacent. And so yeah, we did this. It was me and one other friend. We picked 15 mutual friends, and we sent an invite saying, would you block out the third Saturday of every month to come together to share what's going on? We're all campaigners in some way, and we've been meeting online as we've had to, but small things like that are important, and holding spaces for people to process and meet each other, be network generous, be contact generous. If you know two people who don't know each other but you think they'd get on, introduce them. And finally, the last tool you'll need is joy, because there is so much good in this world and in our lives, and we deserve to have joy all the time. We deserve to not struggle. We deserve to be loved and to love. So